welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So today we're doing a first time user experience video, as you can see, for MLB Champions. So this is the game that came out last year as MLB Crypto Baseball, been renamed for the new season. New season started in March 2019, so US baseball season runs from March 2019 through to roughly the end of September. I will admit at this stage I know nothing about baseball, or very little. I've been to I think one baseball game in my entire life a long time ago, and I didn't understand it. I understand some of the basics of it, but I don't understand the teams really, and I don't understand quite how this game's going to work. But part of the point of this is not to embarrass myself with my lack of knowledge of baseball, but to go through and look at, to my mind at least, what is the most mass market blockchain game at the moment, in terms of it being Major League Baseball being a pretty large addressable market, and this being a game that uses the blockchain in terms of the collectible items involved. And the game is basically about buying players, which are collectible items on the Ethereum blockchain, and then also kind of it links into what those players do, what the real players do in the real world games, then reflects back into what happens in the Major League Baseball Champions game, and then potentially then changes the valuation of those characters that you buy. So first thing that's interesting here is we have a login, but this is compared to last year where you had to log in using MetaMask. This year I don't think you do that, so let's go and find out. So let's get rid of that and let's log in. Okay, so here we go. To log in, email and password. Forget your password, send reset password email. So this is not something we get very much of in the crypto world. In the crypto world or the blockchain world, we get write down your password, write down your 12-word recovery phrase. If you lose any of these two things, you lose everything you've got. So straight off from the bat, we might say, haha, baseball parlance. This is something that we're all used to, connecting to any internet service. We have an email and we have a password, and we might forget our password, so we might have to have a reset email sent to us. This is just what everyone expects, but this is not how blockchain works. So this is, for some games, this might not be appropriate. Obviously, as soon as you have this, then you have to set up kind of recovery password emails. You have to set up kind of support desks and this kind of stuff. Obviously, in the hardcore blockchain crypto world, you don't do that. You just say, "Oh, sorry, you've just lost everything you've got." But that's the way it goes. So this is good though. This is definitely where we are in 2019 at the moment. Blockchain game developers are moving to this sort of thing where, at least when it comes to login, or at least the basic kind of entry points of a game, are what we would expect from any online service, not what we'd expect or have expected from this point from blockchain. Because obviously the amount of people doing blockchain is what is at the moment, maybe 60 million, probably about 30 million unique users probably in the world. Maybe how many of those? At the most, a couple of million active, compared to obviously 2 billion people using playing games at the moment. Certainly getting on for 1 billion on a kind of PC and web. So that's just makes a much more larger addressable audience. So I'm going to spend a bit of time filling this in. You can't see my password because that would be a bit foolish, but we'll come back once I've logged in. Okay, so I have put my email in. I've added a password. I've created a username. Haven't verified yet, so we can see here. So this is basically what you go through. It says your account is set up. Be sure to verify your email to avoid interruption. Verified email is required to purchase some items. Then interestingly, it has this kind of addendum, Ethereum MetaMask. If you have an Ethereum wallet browser plugin installed and you would like to use your current ETH address on your Major League Baseball Champions account, visit the profile section and select Add Wallet. So you can see here it's telling you If you know what you're doing, go ahead and do this to connect them. But if you don't know what you're doing, or you haven't got a MetaMask account, then that's fine. Just verify the email. So we'll just go in here, and there we are. We're in. So this is the point at which my baseball knowledge might start to let me down. Draft sale. Right, so I can get some 2019 figures, a single pack. I get a 1 figure and a bonus cap. So the bonus caps are like the in-game currency, I believe. There's also diamonds. Triple pack. 3 figures and a bonus cap. Home run, so some packs there. So me buy now, 750, buy next available. I mean, I don't really know at this point what the value of these things are. So here's some real life baseball characters. Assume I can buy some of these. Let's have a look. At. What can we? Say in the next. Okay, so this is at the moment. I think they're going through this. This is kind of pending, isn't it? So I can click and go buy the next available. Since all Major League Baseball champion players purchase figures from the same draft pool, we've added the option to allow you to automatically purchase the next available figure if the queue figure is no longer available. I don't know what that means really. By enabling the buy next available option, the figure you are attempting to, if the figure you're attempting to purchase is already sold, the next one in line will be purchased. No idea. That's So there's also the draft is obviously for new players. So season packs and season passes, so buy diamonds, buy packs, buy specials. Here's some featured players. Recently sold. Okay, so we're starting to see here. Some of these are for sale. This is interesting actually. So it's showing these, I believe this is showing it in, the price is in Ether. Yeah, so that is a bit confusing for people because it's showing the price in Ether, and most people can't work out what 0.025 of Ether, which is about $170 at the moment, is. So obviously you don't have any Ether, then if you don't know what Ether is, then you're a bit stuck. But this is kind of what the characters look like. So basically, when you buy a character, they're in. This is a LA Dodgers player, Dylan Florio, indeed, and he's a pitcher, so he's got different poses they have, different bases as well. So gameplay. So this is going to be a bit complicated. There's lots of different stuff going up here. Leaderboard. I don't know if is that live yet. Let's have a look. Not looking very live yet. No. So let's try and buy something then. Let's see how this works. If I buy diamonds. Okay, so this is interesting. This says powered by the Scarcity Engine. So Scarcity Engine is the developer Lucid Sight's own kind of in-house technology, but they will be rolling that out to other developers later on. So you can see this is in bundles, so I can buy this in dollars, or I can choose to have it in ETH. So that's actually doing the conversion there. So $5, 0.028. I wonder if that works out right. Let's try a bit of an easier one. Come on. So $20 is that right? I don't know how quickly it converts it. I wonder if you can do arbitrage on these and work out whether it's best to do it in dollars or ETH. I guess obviously depending if you've got the ETH. Buy a pack. So this is back to where we were before, isn't it? So okay, so to buy these, we have to have the currency is looking like. So I have to say, as a first time user experience, this is quite confusing. I have to buy not enough diamonds. We'd like to buy some diamonds. It's going to take me back to where it was before, wasn't it? So how many diamonds was that? 750 diamonds. So that's going to be $10 at least, isn't it? Yeah. How much can I spend? Oh, $500 there. What's that in ETH? 2.8. About right. But these ones. Oh, okay. So these are not telling me the price, is it? It's saying I get. These are the bonus cap things, I guess, at the bottom here. These different prices. So that's 32,000 diamonds. 32,000 diamonds is a lot. So it's like going to be over $300. Like that. What's that one? No, that was, yeah. That's the most is so roughly 1 to 10. Yeah. That's something else entirely. Okay, so actually can't really. It seems like it's not very clear. So I think because the season's just started, the game is just kind of starting out as well. So at the moment, you can't really. It's not really clear to me what I would be buying. So something that may be worth going to have a look at actually while we're here is let's have a look at OpenSea. So OpenSea is a second party or third party marketplace, however you want to describe it. But if we have a look here and we can look for Major League Baseball champions, there we go. Oh, lost it. Major League Baseball champions. So we can see what characters people are selling. Now, because I don't know anything about baseball, this is going to be a bit confusing. These are all bundles. But if I say I want to buy this guy here, so that's suddenly a little bit cheaper. Because is he that much cheaper? I don't know. He's part of a bundle though. So for a bundle, so this is 0.22 ETH. So what's that getting on for? 30. So get 10. Okay, so this is the Houston Astros starter pack, but this is 20. This is the 2018 game. So this is last year's game. So we could just generation season. Could just move that up to see what we get for 2019. Nothing, because maybe they're not live yet. Bundles. Oh no, so these are all bundles. What's this guy? Yeah, so that didn't really help me very much at all. So it looks like at the moment we're still a bit early into the season. It's always a bit difficult to get games ready for specific deadlines. And I think at the moment Major League Baseball Champions is not quite up to speed. So this is not quite as understandable as I thought it might be, which is probably mainly due to me, but also I think a little bit due to them as well. But anyway, first time user experience, and it was easier to log in than last year when you needed MetaMask. So we will come back and consider what's going on with Major League Baseball champions when they're a bit more up to speed, and maybe I've had a little more look around the website to understand what I'm supposed to be doing, because at the moment I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. So this is Blockchain Gaming World, where we delve into the world of blockchain games and try and make sense of what is sometimes not always the easiest thing to make sense of. But if you're into blockchain games, please do subscribe to the channel. And thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you again soon.